recording. We got some loud kids in the background, and we've gone outside for some fresh air. This should be fun. As the title suggests, this is my, what's this? Oh, that's what that is. Okay. This is my AKM V2. Now, I got that name simply by, stealing it. No, I'm just kidding. I've been accused of stealing a lot. Let's see. How did I get that name? Here we go. Alright, so the first video is titled AKM/AK-47, or vice versa, I forget. And so, it, I don't know why my mind just keeps going blank. So, this is the same gun, exactly the same as before. It's just updated a lot. So, now we got a car. I'm gonna pause so you don't hear it. The dangers of filming outside. I mean, on the bright side, I live in the middle of nowhere, so there's not a lot of cars. So, here we have. Oh, hold on. Let me move this back. This is too far for my arms. I've got long arms too, so it's just gonna... Oh, we got... Don't try to poke me with a fishing rod. Alright, anyway, we have the AKM V2. This is kind of difficult, I can't entirely see, even though my brightness is max. Maybe if I turned off battery saver. So this is the same gun, but it's been remodeled. So the gun's changed a bit, and also, instead of this magazine, we have this one. So really the other one, the magazine release works now. The other one, I did not use the magazine release on it. I just hit it. Is my flash on? It is. Huh, that's kind of useless. So let me grab the other one. So, yeah, flash is on. Oh, I just knocked it off again. So, yeah. So, magazine will not come out, and you can see here we go. It interacting right there. Now this one, the old one, is damaged too. Okay then. Well, are you really walking over here with it too? This could get my video taken down, you know. Alright, whatever. Now, it's been severely damaged. The thing there's, the rib isn't in front anymore, and it's just been all sorts of broken. It has this, like, strange, deformed banana shape. This one is actually scale, except it's a little bit thicker up top, so it wouldn't wobble as much, like it did originally. Now it's a little bit better. Yeah, I rebuilt it. This is the new one. Scale. All it's missing now is details, because I just got a little bit lazy. This one, I didn't draw this. I didn't get it from any scale picture, because I didn't think of that at the time. This, I had someone came over, and I was having difficulty making the magazine, so I asked the guest to draw both sides. It would have been smarter just to draw this side and then copy it, but whatever. So, and then I did that neat reload where I just tried my best to put this in without it falling out, and then I just whacked it instead. And in reality, you'd be using the magazine release, not so. Yeah. Alright, funny thing is, I'm actually put a crate, a big blue crate, on top of our shooting table. So that tree back there is what we usually rest targets on. Okay, so this is the table that we shoot from. Yeah, I know. Stupid. And that tree is what we shoot at. So this is actually kind of a... I can't put it because the crate. Got a decent place. So let me just... Let me adjust the sight for like 500 yards or whatever it is. Let me try and line this up. I can't see it. I can't see anything. Here it is. I had it like way too center there. Here, then like move it way forward. Here, let me just. Here, I can actually put that. Yeah. Nice. Good enough. Iron sights are just about the same, except this is now skinnier. It's been redone. Now, where are we? 5 minutes in. And I haven't gone over anything besides the magazine and the iron sights. Actually, the front iron sight's been redone completely, so that's nice. The gas block's been more secured, and I've added grip bumps. We've got now a slider on the iron sight instead of just the piece of cardboard and a pin. I put red Sharpie. I used a lot of red Sharpie while making new things because I couldn't find the black one. So I put a red dot on the front post and a red line under the... Alright. So, let's see. So we have the grip bumps on both sides. I've fixed the gas block slightly. I glued the muzzle brake barrel piece in place, but I tried to cut it down to make it a little bit better, and then it was off angle, and then I did it again. So that was a little bit of a mess. Now this is the final one, and it's still a little bit off angle, but it's better than the last one. I've added this locking lug, which I didn't know existed at the time, and I cut into the receiver. Or, no, the dust cover, sorry. The rail's the same. I think I might redo it, make it realistic. Actually, no. My next, AK platform gun, which isn't actually... Shit. Well, on the bright side, nothing's broken. Huh. Alright, well, my next gun that is quote-unquote AK platform, which it is not AK platform, it just is similar to the AK, is the VSS Ventores, or quote-unquote the thread cutter. Now, it's a very neat gun. It's basically a Russian automatic sniper rifle, and I need to add it to my Trello. That's something else I wanted to mention. I have a Trello now. Well, I've had one, but I only just started. I had the brilliant idea to put what I'm going to make out of cardboard and paper on there. So, I will leave the link in the description after the upload by using my computer, because that's how I did it. I edited all the other videos to put it there into the description with my computer. I just copied, pasted the link. So, that was nice. So, you can go ahead and look on a different video if you see this originally. I mean, after it uploads, I'll probably have my laptop charged enough to mess with it. So, if we move on to the other side, first I want to show you something else. On the dust cup, the button's been a little bit more squared off, and it's a little bit stiffer, so this doesn't come off as much. Now, if we push the button in, and we pick this up, you can see I removed the entire recoil spring and guide. The guide was too slow, and it would get this stuck, and the spring just never worked. So I removed that completely and changed it to rubber bands. So, first off, right here, I put details and the ribs across this, and I also cut it open a little bit more. This has a slight slant accidentally, but right here's good. Let's see. I'm gonna pause it so I can field strip the rest of this for a moment. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I got my account verified, so I can make longer than 15-minute videos now. So, if I just pull back the bolt a little bit, you can see the exposed rubber band. What I do is I come from under, and I just loop it with my finger and let the charging handle bolt assembly thing go forward, and then I can take the rubber band off and let it go. So, whoa, it's falling. So, the bolt had been glued in place for a while now, and I put some more glue around this to help keep it stable. I redid the charging handle So now it's this more AKM-like shape, although it's a little bit wider than it should be. And also a little bit shorter. The whole thing's a little bit shorter. That's my fault. Now this right here, this sticking out, came from the original recoil spring guide rod, or that rod in the original video that went into there. So, and I just cut it off so you can see it in the front and then in the back. So front, back. That's front, that's back. It's like the whole Jimmy Neutron mom dad thing. Originally I drew on this detail. I did it on both sides. That's only on the AK-47. The AKM, on the other hand, has just small little circles, and I'll cut those out instead of drawing them. Maybe you'll see that in like V3 where it's like changed a bunch. Right here, I removed the corrugation on the stock completely. And for this, I only cut out part of the corrugation because I already had showing corrugation. The rubber band, you can see how that's attached. Just Q-tips, hot glue, and the rubber band, and me cutting into things. Now, if I remove the gas tube, it's the same way. Now I've made this a little bit tougher. This I added this piece, which was a little bit too high at first, so I just added a piece of cardboard under it. Now this goes over it instead of inside it, which is more realistic. So, and to help secure it, keep it in place, I put a little skewer into the handguard through the corrugation and glued it in place. Excuse me. So now that goes in place, and it's a lot sturdier, although nothing's keeping it from going up because I don't have a proper locking lever. In fact, I tore it off trying to make a real working one. So now there is no locking lever at all. So the only thing that keeps it really in place is the operating rod, which is this. This rides inside the tube, just like the real one. So I actually really went for realism in this, and features rather than it being pretty. But I think it came pretty well. So in case I need to repair it or something, the dog in the background being a dick. In case I need to repair the magazine release or something, this pin moves freely. Oh, there's also a functioning trigger now. That was done simply. If you look into the gun, I just shoved a skewer as a pin all the way through. I made a new trigger, and I used the same hole that I previously cut for a trigger. And I tied a rubber band. I cut two holes. I cut a rubber band, basically just one piece. I snipped it. Anyway, what was I saying? And then I tied the rubber band and cut the ends off that were too long. So it was very simple, and it was because I had already made the receiver, so there was nothing much. Hold on. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, it was simple, and I only did it like that because I had already cut into the receiver. If I hadn't done it just realized the grip was broken, so I quickly glued that. Where was I again? Keep getting interrupted, and then I had to fix that. I only did it like that because the receiver was already made and there's nothing I could do. Had it not already have been put together, I would have done something different without an exposed rubber band, probably a more realistic trigger, because I wasn't thinking at the time. Now, if I put the dust cover back on, let me give you another look at that. Also, this keeps it from going up too far, so that's what this does in this. And now I have a pin right here. Wait a moment, what? I gotta cut part of the trigger skewer, or pin, but here's that. Right here, I added this to keep this from going too far up, so I could only do an external solution instead of an internal one, so yeah. So everything with this gun has a purpose. So let me pull this a little bit closer. Let me put the magazine in, and let me get a little bit low for that first person sort of view. So now, because the rubber band works, the charging handle actually functions now. So it's like, bah, 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 and then, you know, some stupid reload. Or you know, that cool tactical one where you come from under. Yeah, that works. Now, if I want to, and I pull it back, I can push the magazine up a little bit, and it locks it in place. This is due to an accidental thing, which is actually really realistic. So if I just pull that back, or forward, the magazine, because it's scale, now the gun's a little bit too wide, and a little bit too big, and a little bit too tall in some places. In fact, I have to cut this down a little bit. But right here is actually very scale. If I flip it over, the bolt actually rides, the bolt right here, that thing with the pin and rubber band, actually rides inside the feed lips and almost touches the follower. Now, the follower is the piece in the magazine, or clip if you don't know what a magazine's called, but it's a magazine that pushes bullets up and into the area where, when this comes back, it moves, one gets pushed up, and then it carries one into the chamber, and the other one's still being pushed down. Anyway, so the follower right there, which I'll show you in a second, it rides in between the feed lips, which are these things. These are what hold the bullet inside the magazine. It rides in between those, and it also rides like right on top of the follower. So here, let me show you that. This is the follower. It's almost kind of realistic. It just doesn't go into this because this was added later. I actually like how I made that. These are the feed lips, and I actually kind of wondered if I can do it with the crappy old one. Let me just get that up there. Yeah, I can. It's just a lot. It actually doesn't work too well though. See, so let me just. I really don't like this one, so yeah. I might make another one just for the sake of like either a quick tactical reload or just like duct taping them and do something cool like that. What did I drop? Nothing. Alright, now for the sake of scale and measurements, we have a 308, which is not what this gun fires. This gun fires a 7.62 by 39 cartridge, and if you were reading the follower on the magazine, you would have seen that. You would have seen the lettering or numbering or whatever. So right here we have a fake silver, was it like 2 ounce? Yeah, 2 ounce 308 model. It's a little bit longer than the cartridge. It's got the same diameter up here, and it's got the same diameter up here, down here. It's just a little bit longer, so it doesn't need to be as tapered, I guess. I don't know. So as you can see, if I were to put it right against the edge of the magazine, you'd see it exceeds that. Like I said, all it is longer, so it could ride in there. What the hell? I don't know. But for scale, that's pretty decent. Flip it around. It's a little awkward to do. And if I do that little cheat, and let me make sure that's in the right place. There we go. If I do a little cheat, you can see that this could fit in the chamber. I am pulling this back a little bit far, but I think that's about it. This could fit into the chamber partially in real life. Oh, well, I just kind of got it stuck in the gun there. Partially in real life. It wouldn't go all the way in. It would be stopped simply by shape. So, yeah. You can get a little bit more of that. Let me do it. Damn it. So that's nice. Anyway, that first person kind of inspect animation thing, I don't know. I'm kind of copying and turn there. Just holds it, looks at that side, puts it back, looks at that side, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, I hope, oh, Whoa, hold on. Whoa, I did it. Oh, I should have just... I kept trying to do it up here. I could have just done it back here by the stock. Fake gunshot noises I can do with my mouth. Yeah, that cringy stuff. Let's do more of that. You know that? Yeah, that's... Oh, God. I hope you're cringing. That's kind of... Alright. Alright, well... I hope you cringed. I hope you enjoyed. And, have a great day. Also, make sure to check out the Trello after I leave it in the description. And, if you'd like, please leave a request down in the comment section so I can add it to the Trello. Now, oh, Jesus. My channel has actually started growing a little bit faster. Originally, we were only at 8 subscribers, only like a few days ago or so. And about a week ago, we were at 8. Now, we're at 11, which, at the last time I checked, which is quite an improvement considering how not popular I am in kind of the content I make, which died about a few years ago. So I hope you stick around, because go ahead and turn on the notifications so that you can cringe and enjoy a little bit more, because, you know, it's my outro and stuff. I don't know. I don't know how to edit. I don't have a proper outro or intro. That's just like me explaining things for the intro, and then my outro that I made up, which is purely made up of words because I can't edit and things like that. All I can do, which is close to quote-unquote editing, is pause with my phone. This is the closest I can do to editing. Just pressing a little pause button. It just momentarily or temporarily stops the recording. So, you can see my ugly face once again after a long time. This is actually the gun, like, compared to my size, which it's pretty close to actual size, to weight nowhere near. AKs are actually pretty heavy. The full wood stock and furniture AKs, they are pretty heavy the last time I held one. I mean, I wasn't prepared for it, and I'll admit I was a weakling. I mean, I can pick up a lot more heavier things than I could then. But the original rifles, I'm pretty sure it was like close to 10 pounds. I didn't check, but, you know. So, people also say you can't hit the broadside of a barn. Well, I'd love to check out, but this thing doesn't shoot, nor do I have any fake cartridges to go with it. And I'm pretty sure it'd be illegal to shoot at that barn right there. So, you know. It's only because the 7.62 by 39 wasn't a very accurate cartridge, but you could still get done what you wanted to get done. Yeah, whatever. So, the gun itself was rather fun build, and to update it was even more fun. And I only updated it because my brother ended up breaking it. That's why there's these two skewers at the bottom. They are supports. That's not what I wanted to do. This is also a support, but I did an awesome little clever thing and disguised this one as the handguard pin / cleaning rod. So, yeah. Now if I get the crappy magazine here, I can do that one properly. And then, I guess because I actually put it there properly this time, I can do it again. I don't know, I just spent like 3 extra minutes after I said the outro, so I guess this is the real outro. So, be sure to check out the Trello once I add it, or just look at the other video descriptions. You'll find it on every one pertaining to cardboard guns. So, time for the real outro. I hope you cringed. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. Now I'm going to take a second to walk up there and press the button and hope that I actually press it. Nope.